YouTube, what it is? It's your boy Gettin. This is the GGC. This also is the Good Morning Drive, where I wish everybody a good morning, trying to spread some positivity and a lot of negativity that we live through in the world, right? And we talk about various subjects, including sports, gaming, social issues, or whatever is trending. So, good morning to you guys. I hope you have a great and beautiful morning. Normally, I do get a show out on. Normally, I get a show out on Monday, the start of the week. But man, was I under the weather? Not necessarily under the weather. I was not well though, so I was feeling terrible. I had a crazy migraine. I was feeling nauseous. It was the worst. I'm gonna talk about that in a second, but before I do that, good morning to everyone out there. All right, let me make this a little brighter on my side so I can see how I'm looking. I got all the shadow and brightness in my face. But yeah, good morning to everybody out there. I hope you guys have a great morning on this Tuesday. I hope that your Monday went way better than mine did. My positive that I had on that Monday was, hey man, I at least get to stay home because there's no way your boy could go to work with this migraine. I didn't even feel like I could drive. It was so bad. And I guess let's talk a little bit about health, right, and nutrition. The reason why I got that migraine, and I'm luckily that I noticed my triggers, right? And what I mean by my triggers is if I'm eating too much sugar, too much carbs, too much rice, all that translates into sugar and glucose. If I'm eating too much of those things, that triggers a headache for me. That triggers a migraine. All types of terrible feelings. I'm already pre-diabetic. My pops, he's diabetic, and I'm basically a carbon copy of my dad. And yeah, so he passed that along to me. Thanks, Dad. And yeah, so I have to watch, the sugars that I eat. Of course, when I was young, it basically went unnoticed. I would just get headaches and throw up, not knowing why that's happening. But when I got older, I just put two and two together. I'm like, man, every time when I eat these chocolate chip cookies that I be craving, I end up getting a headache. I end up getting nauseous, and if it's really severe, I throw up. Yesterday was pretty bad, and I was damn near debilitated. I could barely look at my phone. I could barely look at my my screen. Yeah, so good morning to everyone out there. Mr. Allen, hello, good morning. I'm doing well. I hope you are doing well too. Can't remember the last time I saw an American stream where they weren't complaining about something when they were complaining about something significant. Well, here I am. I'm talking about health and nutrition, and here I'm going to complain about how terrible America's food system is. But yeah, no, real quick, I made my family some chicken noodle soup. I got a whole bunch of people in here. Hey, good morning to everybody in here. YouTube does that randomly, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, good morning to everybody in here. I hope you guys have a great morning. Alan Porsche, he has subscribed. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You're a real one for that. And yeah, so yeah, yesterday I just had this crazy headache, and I normally try to get out of show on Monday, but it just wasn't happening. Just wasn't happening. So yeah, like I said, I made my family chicken noodles. Whoa, hello, good morning to you. I made my family chicken noodle soup, and couldn't think. And it had noodles in it, all those noodles that I was eating, not knowing that, hey, bro, you gotta watch out for your carbs. Then I had pizza, and I had one donut, which actually wasn't really sweet. If you get any sweets, if you're living in America, Make sure you get it from a local diner. Don't go to Dunkin' Donuts. Don't go to none of the franchises, because they're going to make it ultra sweet, and it's going to mess you up in the long run. NH, what's going on? Yeah, NH, what's going on? Hello. Let me see. Hatu, Indonesia. Wow, I got somebody from Indonesia in my chat. Salute to you. Thank you so much for stopping by, and good morning to you. Good morning to everyone out there. I hope everyone is well on this beautiful Tuesday. For me, it's a beautiful day. It's not too hot. It's definitely not cold. So yeah, good morning to you guys. So what we have for the show today, and what we're going to be talking about is, man, the New York Football Giants. We are terrible. I am a huge New York Giants football fan, but I'm also objective. I'm not one of those fans that think we're going to win a Super Bowl every year or get hyped. I knew we weren't going to be this good, but I didn't know we were going to be this bad. But the truth has come out. It's a lot about Daniel Jones and the coaching. Daniel Jones is the quarterback. Also, we're going to talk about Black Myth Wukong, beautiful game. And we're going to talk about Black Ops 6 beta. I was playing the hell out of that. And you know what? We're going to actually circle back around to that first subject of how, yeah, the New York Giants, they're terrible, but why aren't they so bad or the same type of bad in Madden 2025? Why is that? This is 2024. We don't have a simulation football game that represents the sport and the current elements of the sport and the current situations of the sport. And that's primarily what my whole channel is about. My whole channel is about simulation football, because EA and the NFL work together to make an exclusive license so that no one else can make a football game. And that's messed up, because we did have a football game that was on its way to being or achieving a high level of simulation gaming. So we only have Madden, and Madden stinks. It's never a good game. They don't ever put enough work into the game to really shine, because there's no competition, and that's the bottom line of that. But yeah, so that's our show runners. That's what we're going to be talking about in the subject matter. And again, good morning to you guys. My message that I always try to convey in every single show, and every single show, is even when things are really bad for you, if you're having a really bad day, please just find a positive. Find your positive. Find some kind of light in your darkness. You know, find that spark. Find something. Be productive. Be objective on yourself, especially if you're going to try to survive and overcome things. Definitely. So Kat says, I wonder how many car crashes are caused by people reading their phones when they should be concentrating on the road. So, Kat, you said one thing that was negative. Now you're saying another, right? You're trying to insinuate that people like me cause car accidents. Yeah, and you know what? You're right. There are people out here who do cause car accidents, but guess what? They're not just by people who are on the phone or watching the phone, but they are from careless drivers and drivers that are way too careful, right? It's almost like you cannot predict who's going to cause an accident and who isn't. Me, I try to be as safe as I can, right? Also, there's all types of sensors in these cars nowadays. I can't run into another car without my car beeping a bajillion times, right? Saying slow down or braking for me, right? Do I rely on that? Hell no. I'm old school. I don't rely on no AI or any kind of sensors, really. I've always got my eye on the road. That's why when I'm trying to read your comments, I look like 1,000 times while I'm looking up and down, up and down, up and down. But bro, try to be a little bit more positive, man. You'll be a much happier person, whomever you are. And again, even to the haters out there, I'm not calling Cat a hater, but I'm just saying, good morning to everyone out there. Find a positive, find something positive to look forward to in your day or find in your day. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so good morning to everyone out there. Let's talk about the New York Giants, Daniel Jones, Coach Dable, and even the GM. Let's all talk about it. All right. So right off the bat, if you are a NFL fan or a Giants fan or whatever, you already know how bad Daniel Jones is, right? I think a lot of people, like myself, I was trying to give Daniel Jones the benefit of the doubt. Last year, he played extremely bad, and it started to open my eyes that, yeah, this guy really isn't good. I knew for a long time that he wasn't our franchise quarterback, but he's not even a serviceable quarterback at the moment. A lot of his passes are inaccurate. His very short passes, like passes to the flat or players running out of the backfield, so inaccurate, super inaccurate. I can't believe how inaccurate this guy has been, and he's always been inaccurate to those really safe passes, those check down routes that just about every quarterback in the league can make. He throws those passes inaccurately, and he throws those passes like a bullet, like as hard as he can every single time, and running backs can't catch those passes. Shit, wide receivers might not even be able to catch those passes, how hard he throws them, and inaccurate. He has a terrible time trying to anticipate the defense. In the NFL, you have to anticipate the defense instead of throwing to a wide open wide receiver. He struggles with that. The whole team seems like they're struggling with Brian Dable's, the coach, they're struggling with understanding the playbook, understanding where they should sit down in zones. The whole team is struggling. The whole offense is struggling. They went up against, they played against the Vikings on Sunday. It was a pitiful performance. And yeah, it was just not good. Merv, the fact that he got the contract is wild to me. It's like they were hoping he was another Eli. Well, look, so that year when Daniel Jones did get that contract, he actually played pretty well. Not elite, not great, but he played pretty well, and they thought that that bit of the playbook that they opened up for Daniel Jones, that he would be able to adapt. The coaching staff was going to be able to adapt, and he was going to get better, because you can't, in the NFL, you can't pay players on what they've done. You have to pay players on their potential, because if you pay players on what they've done, by the time they get 28, 29, if they're still in the league, they'll be making the most money. And that's why you see a lot of wide receivers and running backs retire early, or they look at the potential. And at the time, Daniel Jones looked like he had some kind of potential. Unfortunately, he got hurt. Unfortunately, he can't process NFL defenses. And he hasn't really had any weapons and an offensive line. So finally, this year, the offensive line is going to be decent. Not great, not elite, just decent. Before that, the offensive lines for the Giants have been horrendous. I mean, horrendous. I think I remember hearing or reading that Daniel Jones last year got hit like 60 times, or 60 more times than the next quarterback, which he was dead last in, and getting pressured and getting hit. He's been through so many coaching changes. He's been through a lot of terribleness that the NFL gave him, and that's why he sucks. He's injured. He has a neck injury, and I think that's contributing to how bad he throws the ball now. And it's a bad situation for the Giants right now. It looks like the coach isn't really a good coach. It looks like he's Brian Dable is overcomplicating things where he should actually dumb down some things and open up the playbook at the same time. He made Daniel Jones throw a pick six off that terrible screen design. It was a terrible play. It was a really bad play. When I was looking at the formation, even me sitting down, I'm like, that's a screen. Why? What's going on here? Daniel Jones throws a pass right to the defensive lineman. He catches the ball, and his first passing touchdown is to a defensive end. And they're saying it's the same defensive end that that injured him in the first place. So they gave him that neck injury. So yeah, it's crazy how things work. And yeah, the New York Giants, they might as well just let Daniel Jones play, even though if he gets hurt, they have to owe him the remaining of his contract or a good portion of it. But they should just let him play so that we can get the number one pick and hopefully we get a quarterback that can run Dable's system, because the offensive line is there, and we get a high pick, first, second, third round. Hopefully we could draft another offensive lineman in the second round, or make some trades or do something to push this team forward, because we've been bad for a good long time, and it's about time that we start winning some games. I can see it in the owner's eyes that he actually wants to win. They want to turn this team around. It's going to take a lot more time, and I will put Dable at the end of this year. If they are really this bad, I don't think they're going to win more than 5 games this year. I was hoping that they won 7, 8 games, but I don't even think that's going to happen. How they played against the damn Vikings, it was just terrible. But 5 games is what I got the Giants winning. And if they don't win at least 5 or even 6 games, put Dable and Joe Shane on the hot seat, because this is really Joe Shane's problem. He really did not put together a good team. Evan Neal, a high draft pick, a complete bust. They traded for Burns. Burns ain't really showing up. Didn't show up for the Vikings. Kevin Thibodeau not showing up. I don't know if it's because they know how bad the quarterback is that they're not trying. That's probably what it is. But you got to get guys in here that's going to will a team to win. And nobody on the defense besides Dexter Lawrence is willing the team to win, right? So the Giants are really down bad after this first game. And really, it's almost like a season-ending loss. That's what happened last year versus the Cowboys. That was a ass whipping, 40 to what, 7? I forgot the score, but they beat the crap out of us. They beat the crap out of Saquon. They beat the crap out of Daniel. They beat the crap out of the offensive line. It was just a terrible showing, terrible game planning, and it just seems like the NFL knows exactly the limitations that Daniel Jones has. Enough on the Giants. I spoke long enough. I'm going to run through a lot of these other subject matters because I'm right next to work. And yeah, the Giants were that bad. They took up basically more than half of the show. Hello, nurses. Yeah, so let's relate this to Madden. I go on and play online. I played 2 games online, 2. And the Giants are bad, but they do have some good players. But there is no dynamics like that in Madden 25. None whatsoever. The game is completely unsim. You do not see the characteristics that you should see in Madden playing online, offline, or whatever. I'm Danny Dimes online with with the Giants, I'm Danny Dimes online. I throw very accurately. There is no inaccuracies to the game, and it just seems like, I mean, to the quarterbacks in the game, and it just seems like, man, I could play any team any way I want and be successful. And it shouldn't be like that. It should be like the most skilled gamers are going to play good with bad teams. And it just seems like a lot of teams are primarily the same. What's the guy's name? Sim Gaming Network. He given me permissions to use one of his videos, which maybe I'll get into that this week because it's a low information week. But he showcased that no matter the quarterback accuracy, it could be set to 0. And every quarterback is going to throw pinpoint laser passes to wide receivers, running backs, or whomever. To me, that's arcade football. That really should not have any place in a simulation football game in 2024, in Madden 25, right? So somebody who is wildly inaccurate as Daniel Jones for the Giants, with no pressure, he's throwing inaccurate passes like he cannot throw the ball anymore. It's time to move on from Daniel Jones, and it's time that we skip Madden 25, and it's time that the NFL open up the license for 2K or any other company who has the capital to make a NFL game. Is far past that time. We need a real simulation football game. How bad the Giants are, again, I'm a Giants fan, diehard Giants fan, and there is no way that I should be playing this good with Daniel Jones online or any offline online. It doesn't matter. The guy is great online in Madden on whatever online difficulty it is, and I'm accurate. I can throw whatever passes I want with him. It's crazy. But anyway, Black Ops 6. My impressions for that, and then I'll talk about Black Myth Wukong last because it's really short about Black Myth Wukong. My thoughts on that. The game is spectacular. But anyway, Black Ops 6. I really like the game. It's really good. Did I talk about my impressions already about Black Ops 6? Because they had a second beta, and I'll just talk about the second beta. They added some new maps, a new game mode called Gunfight. I thought that was dope. It's like a 3-on-3 type of game. You just eliminate your opponents, and when the time runs out, you just go get the flag and win. I thought it was good. I thought that the online infrastructure is really good. Black Ops 6 might be my most favorite Call of Duty game in a long time. Even better so that it's on Game Pass Ultimate. If you guys have Xbox and Game Pass Ultimate, or PC and Game Pass Ultimate, you get to play the game for the service fee, right? I'm not going to say it's for free because you're paying a monthly fee, right? But you spend your money a month and you get the game for the service. And to me, that game is going to be well worth the service. There's so much detail in the gunplay, in the weapons. The movement system is amazing. I think it's funny, it's messed up at the same time. Of course, there's no game that's online that's not going to have its exploits, but I really was enjoying Black Ops 6. Now, the problem is the last beta that I played in Modern Warfare 2 is, and I know Modern Warfare 3 was the last game, but I don't think there was a beta for that, or I just skipped it or whatever. But Modern Warfare 2, the beta for that, the game was playing amazingly good. And then when the game came out, they had to put all types of lag in the game to kind of even out the connections. And that messed up the game big time. So I hope that that's not the case this time, because every time when I died, I understood why I was killed. When I got a kill, I understood why I got the kill. So I really hope that the lag comp isn't going to mess up the game this time around. I hope that the game is going to be basically what it is. I like the perk system. I like the perk combination system. Hell, I like when you could set up a gun, right? And you could have multiple builds for that gun and you can save it. The game has a lot of good working for it, and that's crazy. Me talking about Call of Duty game like that. I like the feel of the game. The movement is really good. I mean, Black Ops 6 is looking fun as hell. It's just looking really fun. So that's all on that. Black Myth Wukong. I can't speak. Um, yo, that game is amazing. I've seen some things online. Um, it's hella. Oh my god, it's so hard. The game is mad hard. I didn't think it was going to be this damn hard, but the game is great. If you haven't purchased Black Myth Wukong, I definitely suggest purchasing that game. I purchased it. I'm having a good ass time, even though it's hard as crap. Oh my god, it's so hard. Whew, that game is hard. And that's it. We're out of here. I told you it was going to be short. You know what I'm saying? We got to work. It's time for me to go in. Your boy's trying to hit the gym today. My triumphant return to the gym. I'm going to try to bust my ass. For real, for real. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got for you guys. I hope you guys have a great week. I will be live streaming Black Myth Wukong more than likely tonight because, like I said, the information is real light. I really don't want to talk about college football and Madden 25 updates because their updates are going to do nothing to the gameplay. And I'm authentic. I can't talk about fake enthusiasm. I can't be fake enthusiastic for games, for two games that I really just don't like. I really don't like these games. But it is what it is. So the content is going to be a little light. We're going to talk a lot about Maximum Football when I'm able to. And it's going to be a lot of videos on that. I still have yet to do a varsity football video, and that's shameful. So I got to get that out there this week for real. And I discovered some things that nobody has talked about yet, which is crazy. But anyway, this your boy Gettin. That's all I got for you guys. I hope you guys have a great goddamn Tuesday. Find your positive, and maybe even more importantly, if you're having a really bad time, find your solace, find your haven, find something positive in your day. And I really mean that. You guys have a good one. Blessings to everyone out there. I hope you guys have a great day, a great start to your week, and a great ending to your week. And then repeat the process. All right. We are out of here. Thank you for viewing. Hit the like on your way in or your way out. Subscribe. Do what you do. Peace out. Love you.